Hello, my name is Sandra Anfang, and I have a 2019 book from Main Street Rag called Xylem Highway. I'm going to read a few poems for you today from it. The first poem is called Bonobo, and I wrote this after hearing Jane Goodall speak a few years ago. Jane described how scientists scoffed at the notion that animals feel emotion. Where's the data, they asked, but really didn't want to know. Those bonobo utterances are just reflex sounds, random squawking. The concept of personality is null. I mull this over during the meditation part of the service, while my monkey mind is supposed to be at rest. The air outside the chapel is calm. A few trees clear their throats in the yard, while others shoot the breeze with the hillside. The church babies debate the pros and cons of parents, adventure, right livelihood, while we continue to breathe, eyes closed. I can gauge their evolution by the changes in their vocalizations. Gone are the cries of anguish, the frustrated whines. There's a friendly ebb and flow between elders. These folks have time on their hands. The occasional crescendo tickles my ears, and a large syllable for emphasis, held down like a pedal piano key. Theirs is a foreign tongue, Turkish perhaps. I marvel at its economy and expressiveness. On the other side of the world, in the Congo Basin, waking from green dreams, bonobos call to each other across the forest, making plans. The next poem is called Dreaming of Inertia, and also is about watching a body of water. I often hike and camp in the Sierras of Northern California, and it's fascinating to watch the salmon life cycle. Dreaming of Inertia. The river rolls on, never questions its tendency to eddy, need to submerge, urge to transcend its banks. In the slick mud chute, otters turn and dive and turn again, locked in yin-yang embrace, keeping time with rapids. Salmon swim upstream, dying to ascend the karmic wheel. Inertia is not in their vocabulary. Children chase tadpoles, climb conifers, clutch stout ropes to swing across the widest channels. Before there was philosophy, universities, books, their feet knew they could never enter the same river twice. The river rolls on, dreaming of inertia. And the last poem I'm going to share today is called Gary Snyder Will Die Someday. As a 17-year-old writing my first poems, I was strongly influenced by Gary Snyder, his time in Japan, his life in the Sierra foothills, and I still am to this day. Gary Snyder will die someday. Gary Snyder will die someday, and the world will be a poorer place. As a tremulous teenager, standing on the precipice of my life, I smelled danger in every direction. Gary taught me to ford the riprap on the roof of my mouth. Cold Mountain bore its way under my skin, anesthetized my pain. Everywhere I wandered, the American's North Fork, the Yuba's sanded boulders, Yosemite's emerald pools, I heard him whistling through a deer bone, whittled in elegance, scissored legs a blur of flight in the rearview mirror of my mind. Turkeys gabble in the background, feathers explode like buckshot. His spoor is everywhere, tucked in redwood's knotholes, etched in lichen's green mandala, muffling manzanita's limbs. The breath of raindow's charcoal from an abandoned fire whispers his name up on Humbug Mountain. Thank you very much.